Welcome, Evanza. It's your turn to be on the hot seat today. We're going to go through SQT and how it started and why it is so special.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kamil. So how SQT started, I was contacted by the company about 3 years ago, and they were talking about this bio-microneedling, and I was like, what do you mean this is like needling? That's impossible. I'm the needling queen. Like, I was trained in advanced needling. I get amazing results in traditional needling. And about 4 months later, I saw South Africa taking on SQT Bio-Microneedling as the distributors in South Africa. Now they run the whole of Africa. And I was like, oh, wait, hang on. They bring everything to the South African market first, which is the Premier Academy. And I was like, okay, if they think this is good, this must be good. So I ordered, I did my training, and from the first treatment I did, I was absolutely amazed. It literally completely matched the inflammation level then compared to traditional needling that I normally get. And the next morning, my redness was gone, and I was like, whoa, this is amazing. And I was like, okay, they've got me now. Then they offered the distribution for the Republic of Ireland. And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I want to bring this to the Irish market. Yeah, I want this. And that basically is how it started. So it was a very slow start. I think, bringing in products into the market before, having businesses before, selling one product is one thing, but distribution is a completely different ballgame. So I must say I did jump in the deep end, definitely in the beginning. And it did take me a while to kind of find my feet and kind of juggling a full-time clinic at the same time. That was really hard. But eventually I kind of found my way.
Would you be able to tell me what's so special about SQT Bio-Microneedling, what it is? Because there's a lot of products and treatments on the market that, make big claims but fall short when it comes to results. Like, we both know that SQT is not one of them because it delivers. Do you want to say why is it working so well?
So I think it stands out a lot, especially in the Irish market, because it gives you an alternative to traditional needling. We have different types of needling, different devices as well. I find, compared to traditional medical needling, you have to go in a little bit deeper. For that, you need a proper numbing cream. That's very, very tough to get into Ireland as well because of the restrictions and different laws. So I find that with SQT, you can bypass that and you can get basically similar results or even better without the need for numbing cream because SQT is not painful. So that I found was a big game changer in the industry. Also, in the Irish market, I find they tend to needle very much more shallower because of they cannot get their hands on proper numbing cream. So I find that, as I say as well, as research has shown, that traditional microneedling versus SQT, one SQT treatment actually is equivalent to 3 traditional sessions of needling. As far as transformations in my clinic that I've seen is, originally, I actually thought that we're still going to maybe need traditional needling for large pores and specifically for scars. But we've seen such amazing results with SQT in those 2 treatments as well, in those 2 skin concerns. So it has completely replaced traditional needling in my clinic. So as far as acne clients, reducing and clearing up their acne, treating acne scars, unbelievable results. And as well as pigmentation. My one client literally referred to it as it's like cornflakes falling off her skin. So yeah, amazing results. So definitely a massive game changer in my clinic and my whole life.
So there is a lot of different treatments out there that would make big claims when it comes to results. Like, both of us know that SQT is not one of them because it actually delivers the results. But what is it that makes SQT Bio-Microneedling so special, in your opinion?
Well, I love this question, actually. So it's a very unique delivery system. Okay, so basically with the spicules that we insert into the skin, and as it's penetrating, it actually carries down with it the active ingredients suited for each specific skin concern that we are treating. Also, the spicules can stay in the skin for up to 72 hours. Now, with SQT Bio-Microneedling, we are creating controlled inflammation to stimulate cell renewal and collagen. But because the spicules can be in the skin for up to 72 hours, it's a much longer period of inflammation that we are creating in the skin. And this is why the cell turnover is so rapid. So we would normally have a full cell turnover within 28 days, but then that's actually now with SQT reduced to 7 days. And this is why we can do SQT every 14 days. We can follow up with another treatment. Also in an industry that's very high end and really fast moving as well. I find there is a wave that is slowly approaching Europe as well, where people are going to say, let's take a few steps back. And, we've got amazing machines. There's something for everything in the industry. But I do find there was a big gap in what's natural. And a lot of clients are now these days opting also to find something that's more alternative. And kind of taking a few steps back from injectables, from, machine treatments as well. And this is all a completely hand-delivered treatment.
Absolutely. Do you know what? I was on the podcast with Aesthetic Council of Australia a few weeks ago, and they are already experiencing what you have just said. People are opting for more gentle treatments, more natural treatments that would benefit the natural homeostasis of the skin. And obviously, in Europe, we're a little bit behind, but we're getting there. So, 2 years ago, when you were starting with SQT, it was a very, very new concept. Now, SQT Bio-Microneedling is booming in Ireland. Why do you think so many clinics are opting in for, launching SQT in their high-end?
I believe it's also consumers are setting the pace as well. And I mean, clients are opting these days a lot more for more natural treatments and natural options as well. Being less invasive, less downtime as well. And basically having that glowing result continuously as well, and looking after more the health of their skin from an internal but external point of view as well. So as the likes of injections and aesthetics, that delivers really fast, immediate results. But, and I like to refer back to this, nobody ever looks at you and says, oh my word, your Botox looks amazing. And nobody, oh my word, your filler looks so good. But when your skin's glowing, everybody notices. Your makeup glides on, it's super smooth, and your skin just looks really healthy. And of course, the added benefit of that as well is that your skincare at home is going to work even better if your dermis and your skin is healthy.
Absolutely. And I totally agree with that. Whenever we get a new client in the clinic, we first look at their skin, because you need to have a good skin health before we progress you to skin boosters, Botox, fillers, and things like that. And it's always a lot better to take care of the health of your skin first, because you're going to get a lot more out of it than from, a filler or a Botox. Again, those things have a place in the industry, because again, fillers will restore the volume, which is needed as you age. And then Botox is, I don't want to say a quick fix, but it's something that I cannot live without, because it does give you that instant gratification. It's amazing before those special events, but we have to remember that it's a camouflage to a problem, not a solution. Still, I can't see myself not getting, anti-wrinkle injections every now and then. So yeah, skin health first, and yeah, SQT Bio-Microneedling can definitely deliver that. So if someone wanted to join the SQT family, would you be able to tell me more about the onboarding process, the support that you provide to the clinics and their employees? How does that look like?
So firstly, people would reach out to me. I will check if they have the necessary background training as well to be able to offer this treatment in their clinic, and as well as have the insurance for it. They will then go through their online training, which takes about 2-3 hours. And then we will do in-person practical training, which also takes about 2-3 hours. With that, I will demonstrate how to perform the treatment. The sensory application side of the treatment is very important to make sure that our client is comfortable throughout the whole treatment as well. And then I will also have to see if they can perform the treatment to the point that I'm happy with how they deliver it. And then they're good to go. So as far as the aftercare, we provide them with a Google Drive with a lot of content, videos, before and after photos. We can also individualize it to each specific clinic as well, to provide you with master folders as well. So for the likes of aftercare or leaflets, you can change that to your own clinic's colors and themes as well. We also give you the write-ups that you can use for your social media. It just makes life so much quicker and easier to bring a new treatment on. So it takes a lot of the thinking out of it for a lot of clinic owners, which we find is just make it so much easier for them. We also offer material for them to help launch the treatment in their clinic. Like, for instance, if you don't want to do a proper official launch, you can do a soft launch. So we have a whole pricing guideline as well that we send to the clinics, so they know exactly on where they need to, where they can, how they can introduce this treatment into their clinic as well, and what they need to charge for it.
Mm-hmm. This is so handy because you really can launch a treatment really, really fast, and there's no mishaps on the way. I know I used your write-ups myself because I know they work, they have been tested. So a clinic can just copy and paste a ready text with a beautiful image that's going to spread really well through social media. So there's very few companies that do that. And I definitely really like that.
Awesome, I'm glad. So also for me, it's all about creating a community as well, where we support each other. The industry is, it's very aggressive as it is, if I could say that, and because we're all women as well, we all work hard. And for me, it's very important for us to maintain that love and that drive that made us go into beauty in the first place, So it's to create a supportive community is very, very, very important for me.
That supportive community can impact either clinics or solo therapists.
Well, especially because solo clinics are on their own. So a lot of times it can be very, very lonely as well. And you don't necessarily have that motivation and that drive. But when you're in a group chat and people help each other with a question here and there, or, and it's very, very quick access. I'm on my phone 24/7. I will answer, and I say to clinics, message me on a week. Yeah. And message me on a weekend, because I might not work on a weekend, but my clinics are, and I'd rather them know exactly or feel confident when they're delivering this treatment. So I say, literally message me straight away and I'll get back to you really fast. And worst case scenario, if they message on the WhatsApp group, somebody there will give them an answer very, very quickly as well. So especially in the beginning, that support is crucial, because when you're bringing a new treatment on board, it takes you maybe a few treatments to kind of get the knack of it and, really start performing the treatment with confidence. So that's very, very important for me. I also offer training with some individuals and some clinic owners on a one-on-one level, where we can look at their social media, their target market, their Facebook, and all of that as well. So I can also help them with that content. So something that I'm very, very passionate about is just paying it forward and helping where I can. We also offer refresher training. So sometimes when you kind of get a little bit lazy with the treatment, or you've been on holiday, or you bought an expensive machine, you kind of fall out of habit of doing SQT. So I think it's crucial then as well to have that access to refresher training as well. So we also offer it via a Zoom call. Otherwise, if clinics can come into me, I'm always happy to do a free refresher training with them as well.
And once a year you do that workshop or SQT summit, isn't it? What is it about?
Yes. So SQT, the conference that we had last year, October, and it was sold out as well. It was a great, huge success. So for me, it's all about bringing other professionals into this as well. That is going to potentially benefit my clinic owners in making their business even better as well. Mm-hmm. So this year we're also doing one. We have very, very interesting speakers at this year's event as well, including a very well-experienced accountant, a life coach as well, and a business mentor, as well as you, who's going to be teaching us everything about pigmentation and melasma.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it's going to be a really nice event. Last year we looked at combination therapies. So how do you combine SQT with different modalities to boost your client results? And I have to say that I personally implemented those things in my clinic, and they work beautifully. So yeah, if you are an SQT clinic already, I would strongly encourage you to attend those events, because the amount of knowledge that you're going to get out of an event like this is just priceless. So you've been on the market, on the Irish market, for over 2 years, and now you have over 100 clinics. That means thousands of happy patients or happy clients. Tell me, what kind of results have you seen on people's faces, and what skin types is SQT Bio-Microneedling suitable for?
So I find that it's suitable for every single skin type, so for suiting all Fitzpatrick levels. So you talk from your Indian, your ethnic skins as well. I get a lot of ethnic skin clients as well, especially coming to me. And SQT is just so much less invasive. So clients prefer this over traditional needling because they say it's less invasive, but also the downtime is much less intense as well. With traditional needling, we would normally be as red as a tomato for up to 3 days. And we find that 95% of clients with SQT, literally as of the next morning, the redness is gone, which is a huge plus point as well.
Do you know what? This is something that I'm being asked a lot. What is the downtime if the results are so powerful? Would you be able to tell me more about misconceptions that people usually have about SQT Bio-Microneedling, because it's so innovative and so different than everything else that's on the market?
So I think one of the things is people would think it is sore or it hurts, but most clients experience it or explain it as rubbing sea sand on your skin very, very hard. So, and it only is like minimal, it's like 5 minutes, but it also depends on how it's applied to the skin as well. So, and this is what we cover extensively in the training also. Another misconception is people tend to think it's expensive. But if you look at the science of it and you break it down, one SQT treatment is equivalent to 3 traditional needling sessions. So you're yielding much better results, much faster as well. So at the end of the day, it does actually save you money.
So it's a money-saving treatment for clients. How does SQT Bio-Microneedling affect clinics from business perspective?
So it will definitely get a lot more clients in who's looking for that amazing results in a shorter time frame as well. Revenue-wise, it will also benefit them because they are basically recommended to do the treatment literally 2 weeks apart. It's a maximum 3 weeks. So they're looking at a greater revenue as well, revenue stream, much quicker. When clients see such transformative results as well, that is when their family members, their work members, everybody's going to book the treatment because they also want to try it.
Right. So yeah, you mentioned that. You mentioned ethnic skin types, and I have to say that when I launched SQT in my clinic, it opened up entire new clientele because my clinic would be mostly lasers, and not all lasers are suitable for darker skin tones. With SQT, I can safely treat up to Fitzpatrick 6, which is absolutely incredible. So how do you think SQT Bio-Microneedling is going to affect traditional microneedling treatments? And how do you see the future of aesthetics and skin industry in Ireland progressing from now in the next probably 5 years?
It is, it's definitely going to take over traditional needling. It pretty much has already. I mean, just the fact that there's so many other companies trying to get on board this train and producing and also wanting to offer biomicroneedling options in the market does actually prove that. Now, whether it's the same as SQT, definitely not. SQT has got almost 12 years of science-backed research and development. They are continuously reinvesting in the brand, bringing out new treatments or upgrading the formulas as well, which is absolutely amazing. It just proves how invested they are in this brand. Also, SQT prides itself in using freshwater sponge spicules, which is completely different to marine spicules, and people should be cautioned that there is a massive difference between the two. I mean, these tiny salacious needles is physically entering your skin. Your skin is considered your largest organ in the body. So if you are going to be cautious with what you put into what you eat and you drink, you have to also think twice before you put something into the skin as well. So that's very important.
Yeah, I do agree that we have to be cautious on what we put on our skin, or which clinics we attend. Do you have like a clinic locator or something like that would make very easy for clients to find fully qualified professionals?
Yes, we have a clinic locator on our website as well, and I highly recommend people, if they're not sure if the person is fully SQT qualified, is to double check that on the website, or even just reach out to us in an email as well. We can confirm if that clinic is qualified.
What advice would you give to a clinic considering launching an SQT or even exploring SQT Bio-Microneedling as potential treatment for their business?
Definitely invest in SQT. You're going to kick yourself that you didn't do it sooner. Honestly, that is my only advice. That's how I feel about not taking it on when I was approached the first time. It's only 4 months down the line. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I think I've missed something here. and then I jumped on it. So it's pretty much that's what I would say.
Super. Thank you so much, Evanza, for today. It was a pleasure being able to interview you, and hopefully we're going to have another chat very soon.